So I think I'm either in the beginning stages of being scammed or being kidnapped, and my dad is not Liam Neeson, so I would like a second opinion about this. Now, our story begins earlier this week when I got an email from the brand director of a company. So got an email from this brand director asking me to model for this company. And I, checked the validity of the company and the person first, found him on LinkedIn, the name matched what his job said he was. The company was a real company, Instagram, they've got their own, it seemed legit. So I emailed back and said, yeah, I'm interested, what's the information? A little bit of background, I have done some freelance modeling, so it's not like this is completely out of left field where I'm like, me, a model? I've done it before, so I'm not like, oh, weird. Not enough red flags there. Now, I don't think much of this until today, I guess. So my very first red flag, or just ping of interest, is the fact that this company is based out of New York. And there are 1,000,000,004 models in New York, and so why would you want little old me? But then you're like, I'll take the ego boost. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll model for you. So I'm back and forth with this guy about information, and it's pretty vague, just kind of stating that what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot where you're located. And I'm like, weird, but okay. So, asks me whereabouts I'm located, and I give him a whereabouts, and he picks a location about a half hour away from my home at a train station. Picks the train station and says, okay, I've been in contact with this train station, I got approval to shoot there. There is, however, a fee. And I said, okay, great. And he says, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pay you for our agreed upon amount, and we're also gonna send you the money for the train station. And I'm like, well, that's freaking weird. Okay. So when my little sensor started to really go off was I got an overnighted check for triple the amount that was agreed upon. And I'm like, holy shit, that's an expensive metro fee. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. So I look up the bank, it seems legit. I look up the person and the address, and those two things seem to match. And it doesn't come from New York, it comes from this random place in Colorado. But the guy was like, oh, that's our sponsor. And I'm like, okay. I think I'm gonna run out of time, but I'll post a part 2 because I want the whole story out just so I can get a better opinion, because all of my girly bing bing bings, you're in dangers are going off, and I just want some reassurance from more people that, hey, sus.